Believe it or not, the season is drawing to a close. Have most teams met your expectations this year, Richard?
Many have exceeded my expectations, B.A. Seems like play and players get better every year. Stars and good teams keep finding ways to improve. It's impressive.
And here's Memphis's starting group. They've got Ja Morant, Santi Aldama out there with Edey. Then it's Gigi Jackson. And it's Coward in a two-guard. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards can't hit. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often went their way.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
It's Edwards on the wing. There's the triple.
Book it.
And it's Randall with the assist.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Pass to Coward. Here's Aldama. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Now Gobert. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Edey. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Coward. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Morant looking around. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now here's Morant. He played a great game against Indiana. Edey against Gobert to halt the run. And it's finished off by Edey as he lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
McDaniels with it, defended by Jackson. From 7 feet. And that one hits the back iron. Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Morant. Pass to Edey. Aldama outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Well, Richard, he's from a place with a history of great big men. Santi Aldama is next in line.
Well, the first Spanish players that come to mind for me are the Gasol brothers. The connection, Spanish and big men. Aldama has carried that lineage well in his short time in the NBA.
Here's Morant following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Down low. Pass to Coward. Aldama outside. Now Morant. Aldama outside. Edey with a screen on Randall. Kept alive. And he banks in the layup.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Now here's Edwards. Coming off a 31-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Edwards. Here's Morant, still without a bucket. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Coward. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Gobert with a screen on Edey. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
DiVincenzo against Morant. The three is up. And the basket by Aldama.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but Ja is at his best when he's also involving others.
Outside Edwards. The three, DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year. Mark was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Mark, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Morant. Still no points. Pick by Aldama. Shoots. Morant, no good.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trapped.
Randall inside. Jackson on him. Randall, good. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Drills it from deep.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Edwards for three. Knocks down the long J. Edwards has gotten his third basket of the night.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
And Morant gets it to go.
Closer in look. Let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Randall deciding where to go with it. Inside, Edey with a steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 4. The kick out to Edwards. McDaniels, a screen on Edey. Randall can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Morant with the slam!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Here's Edwards. And Edey with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Memphis making a switch here. Got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Morant. And now Memphis on the break. Here's Aldama. Here's Spencer. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
He was a menace on defense as well, managing 3 steals.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
And Minnesota with possession here after Memphis picked up the 3 with their last shot. Randall inside. Guarded by Aldama. Minnesota again missing. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Spencer. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Pure from three-point range.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Comes in for DiVincenzo. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Julius Randle. Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Randle. The 3 is up. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Reed. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game. To get back on track, and he lays it in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Memphis leading. Outside Morant. To the paint. Here's Aldama. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Edwards against Morant. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. Pass to Edey. And here's Wells. Here's Aldama. And the three off target. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. Tonight, it's all about how they deal with the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach said it's simple. We cannot allow Morant to get downhill. That's it. The hard part is actually executing that game plan. Ja has so many moves. He's so quick and relentless. We can't lose track of him even for a moment. Back over to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Aldama. That three's off the mark. Minnesota has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. They double Randall. Outside Highland. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Here's Morant. The shot's good. Morant's got 13.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Up in time. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
We've got Anthony Edwards, Naz Reid out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Bones Highland, and it's Clark in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the night now. And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
Reid for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Hendricks is checked in for Memphis. Minnesota has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Now here's Highland. No points yet. Pass to McDaniels from the arc. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Clark outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Hendricks. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. McDaniels with the rebound. Outside Highland. Outside McDaniels. Reid a screen on Clark. Down low. Tipped. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Second quarter here. Just over a minute and a half played.
Pick coming.
6 on the shot clock. Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Highland. Good on the bucket.
and you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Clark against Reed. Clark, the pass to Wells. Here's Spencer. Pass to Jerome. Over Edwards. Jerome, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Reed in the post. He's covered by Jerome. A slam dunk by Reed.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. For Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Clark. And it's Dosunmu in for Anthony Edwards. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. Here's the teardrop, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. Offensive board. The shot won't fall. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Morant. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Kicks it out to Jackson. Let's go with a three. Randall pulls down the board. For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Dosunmu, left side. Shot from the wing. And Morant clears the board.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to Clark. Now Jackson. McDaniels covering. Now here's Morant. Here's Spencer. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And again it's Memphis missing. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the T-Wolves. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Randall outside. Releases. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Here's Coward. McDaniels covering. Pass to Jackson. Here's Coward. McDaniels covering. And there's the lob. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Gobert. Dosunmu outside. And it's out of bounds. It's Minnesota. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the 76ers, that's going to be a nice test for them. They'll get a chance to see just how they play against a team that most feel is better than them.
Aldama's checked in for Spencer. And stolen by Clark. And now Memphis on the break to win the cold spell. And the layup is up and in. Aldama's got 11 points.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. Money on the 19-footer. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Now Jackson. He picked up 24 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. With the playoffs around the corner, let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at the Timberwolves, 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note. And, of course, the Grizzlies, 5 spots from the top.
You know, for Minnesota, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
From here on out, it's just about putting in the work. Coming to every game ready to compete and never giving less than your best.
Pass to Coward. They set the pick. 3-pointer. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant, the pass to Aldama. Picked by Aldama. Here's Coward. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's McDaniels. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to 3-point play. It's going to go on Santi Aldama. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Free throw good, McDaniels. Here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Pass to Coward. And he lobs it up top. McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Morant, the pass to Aldama. Here's Coward. The 3 knocks down the triple. Coward's got his first 3 points of the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Up top, Highland. Outside, McDaniels. Back to Dosunmu. Randall on the screen. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. To the inside. Jackson can't get it to go.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Dosunmu. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Edey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Pass to Coward. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Memphis.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Highland, pass to Reed. McDaniels against Jackson. And here's Dosunmu. Another miss by Minnesota. Pass to Edey. Morant against Highland. To the middle. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Highland. Morant against Randall. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
That's been the story of their offense so far. getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert's checked in for Randall. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Highland. Here's Coward. In his last outing, he had 11 points. That one falls. Coward's got his third bucket of the night.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Edwards against Morant. Pass to Reed. DeSumo outside. 5 on the clock. From the wing, the Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Aldama outside. From deep, Morant. Clark grabs the board.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
To the paint. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Clark, the pass to Edwards, and they double up Edwards. DeSumo outside. Here's the 3. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside Morant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. There's the 3.
After a sharp first quarter, he's not shooting as well here in the second.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Here's Edwards. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's Coward. Minnesota with the rebound. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome. And the Eastern Conference winner, Cade Cunningham.
This is why Cade was selected number 1 overall in 2020.
Okay, let's go back to the first half of our featured game. Anthony Edwards, guys, how about his performance? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama out there with Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's GG Jackson. And it's Coward in at the 2.
And finding some room in that mid-range area, the great Anthony Edwards.
To the wing, right side. Here's Coward. Off the mark there with a 3.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board. Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you guys.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Aldama. And again, it's Memphis missing.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Rudy Gobert.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside Edwards, pulls up. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 13. And stolen by Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
Here's Coward. DiVincenzo covering. Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Coward. No good with the triple.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Reed. And the layup is good off the glass. Reed's got 10 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Here's Aldama. Nails it from 3. He's got 14.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And while we can, let's bring up a list of the top scorers across the NBA in the past month. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
Outside Morant. Here's Aldama. Offline with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. Up top, Edwards. Pounded by Morant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity. Grizzlies trail by 19. Pass to Coward. The dive for the ball. Stolen by Reed. And stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. Oh, and Reed with a block. That one goes in. Edey's got 8 points. The Timberwolves lead by 17. Edwards with it. 21 points in the game. It's McDaniels on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Pass to Coward. And here's Morant. He's got 13. Here's Aldama. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Out to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 9 rebounds now.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
Jackson can't get it to go. The Timberwolves lead by 17. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 6. And they'll get another chance. Reed for 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Back to Edey. Nails the baby hook. He's got 10.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
McDaniels, that's good.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here's Morant outside. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Takes the 3. Outside Morant, over Edwards. And it's Morant missing.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Jackson outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Back to Aldama, to the wing on the left. Will it go? Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
McDaniels from long range. No good there. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Aldama's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Reed sets a screen. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Pass to Coward. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Coward's got 10.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Now Edwards. Give him 23. Reed. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Reed's got 9 points now in the second half.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
Jackson outside. Pass to Coward. Here's Aldama. Knocks down the triple. Aldama's got 19 points.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Inside, here's Barrett. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Santi Aldama. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Pass to Jerome. Down low. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Ayo picks one up.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Anderson's checked in for Edie, and it's Morant in for Jerome. Clark up top. Six to shoot. Pass to Randall. Takes a three. Spencer grabs the miss. Well, Memphis shooting a disappointing 38%. And here's Morant outside. He can't get it to go.
This is the definition of forcing. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. Here's Berenjay. He's covered by Wells. Berenjay's shot is off. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Here's Morant. Count the basket. Morant's got 15.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Minnesota has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Outside, Highland. Pass to Dosunmu. Launches a three. Cleared away by Wells. Grizzlies trail by 20. Outside, Anderson. Kicks it out to Clark. Outside, Anderson. To the left side wing. Outside Morant. Three-pointer. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Highland. Here he goes. Blocked. Pass to Dosunmu. Randall on the screen. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Anderson for three. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Bones Highland out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Clark in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. To the inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Dosunmu outside. Back to Highland. From behind the arc. He drops it from range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
To the middle. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Morant.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Highland. The shot. The offensive rebound. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
An intense player on the boards. Love seeing Randall get after it and punish the opposition.
Outside Morant. On the take. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Jalen Wells. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jerome's checked in.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randall's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
Sinks it from distance.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Fires high post. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Dosunmu's got his first points in this one.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Pass to Wells. Fires from deep. And Baron J pulls it down. Baron J's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Clark. Now here's Randall. He's covered by Jerome. Now Dosunmu. Puts up a 3. Cranes the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Wells, the pass to Morant. Clark against Jerome. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
And there's a pick. Dosunmu, the pass to Clark. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
Pass to Clark. Jerome against Clark. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Now here's Wells. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Highland. Randall outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Highland against Morant. Pass to Spencer. Here's Wells. Off target from outside. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Here's Baron J. Clark covers. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Spencer for 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Baron J. The shot misses.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Clark outside. Pass to Wells to snap the cold streak. And he hits the jump shot. Wells has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Highland. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Graham.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Jerome against Clark. Jerome passes to Wells. Shot clock at 3. From deep, Morant. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dosunmu with it. Clark outside. Picked by Gobert. Clock at 6. Dosunmu outside. Over Edey. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Morant against Randall. Tries to break his ice. And the layup is good.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Highland, the pass to Gobert. Back to Highland. From outside the arc. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. There's Jackson with the three.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Clark. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Clark. And the shot goes in.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. And stolen by Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Coward. He's covered by Dosunmu. From 8 feet. Outside for Morant. Over Highland. Morant finds Edey. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 6th assist of the night.
Sometimes Morant just makes this look effortless. He's such a gifted passer.
Pass to Gobert. Dosunmu outside.
Watch the screen.
Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared, ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
And the dunk by Edey.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Minnesota leading by 23. Pass to Gobert. Randall outside. The 3 ball. The Grizzlies pull it in. Coward's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson, pass to Morant. Aldama outside. There's Jackson with the 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got rebound number 7 tonight. Highland finds Clark. Back to Highland. Oh, stolen by Morant. Jackson outside. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Minnesota's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Picked by Gobert. Highland with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. Gobert no good. And Memphis shooting just 42% so far in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And this is how they wanted to finish off this season series, with a win and evening it up at 2 games apiece.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Anthony Edwards.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Ingles, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Phillips comes in for Clark. Shannon comes in for Dosunmu. And here's Minnesota now. 36 seconds left to play in the 4th. Here's Highland. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Shot clock at 6. And it's Coward missing. Highland, the pass to Ingles. Up and in on the layup.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it.